Okay, so I kinda thought that I needed to stream, um, since I wanted to check beforehand how much have changed, if it's worth streaming, or if it's something that I would be interested in. Because when people say that, oh, they have changed this, and later on, when you figure out what it is that it has been changed, it's actually not that much that have been changed. So I will decided to stream Diablo 3 in preparation for Diablo 4, I'm guessing. I have not even thought of if I wanted to get Diablo 4, but I am thinking about it. Now, biggest change I can notice right from get-go is how fast you are leveling Paragon. Damn! I was getting a level boost from random I asked in chat. I was asking for a power level, and he did a couple of things. Uh, create a rift, normal, and I'm not entirely sure it is a portal that is sanctified, I think. Now that portal, I have never done it, and from the looks of it, it kinda looked like a test where you have to survive for long as much as possible. That's what I understood based off that one round. Now I kind of rushed through it. That's the reason why I have so much items in my inventory that is not what do you call it? That is not dismantled. Because I had to be fast, and so we did basic level boosting, that's about it. Oh, this is not... Okay, so I got boosted, and he kind of explained really quickly, like because there was some aspect of the stuff that I didn't know what it was, and I asked him, "Oh, what is that? What is this? What do they do?" and that kind of stuff. And he was kindly enough to explain. And what I've noticed is right away from the get-go is ancient items apparently have been changed into a normal loot table, so you have a lot easier to get ancient items. That's biggest that I have noticed. Now, the second one is I thought ancient items were either dropped from bosses or events or whatever, like how ancient were before back then. And apparently it's not. You need angelic crucible, from what I have understand, to craft an ancient sanctified item. Now, one of the events that we did throughout this one was throughout atonement, and I have no clue what it is, and he just said it is like a gem like this one. Um, but it says cannot be inserted into an item with sockets, so I'm not entirely sure what it is. I might have to look that up, what it does. And wait, how do I remove the gem? So I kind of placed the gem. Wait, you used to right click and it would be removed. But let me ask in trade, not in trade, general. How do you remove things? Jewel crafter? That's kind of late. Way too late, I would say. Yeah, I don't know what I should think about that. Like, that's the thing. I have always thought why it wasn't implemented way back then when the game got released. But now they have implemented that system. It's like, why now? It's basically too late. Okay, I just have to try to remember that. Now, I picked random items. I'm not entirely sure what I have picked. I do know I need to get this set of gear with the dagger. And I think I only got 2 so far. And there are a couple, and I got the dagger as well. For Fan of Knights. But I do need, that's the thing, I do need to make a, make a different dagger. The one that gives free, or what is it called? Free impale might instead. Extract, nope. Reforge, upgrade. There we go. There we go. There you have it. Now, I'm kind of curious. Angelic Crucible? Wait, can I not split it? I can. Now, I'm curious. Does it matter that you have a low level item that being sanctified and then it would become highest level as possible? Or does it have to be the highest level of item and then sanctified and then it would be just tiny upgrade to it? But, okay. Let's see how it works. Are you sure you want to use the essential? Yes, I am sure. So, okay. Wait a minute. Firing cluster arrow? So I'm guessing it is randomized, the secondary stat. The damage of impale, that is the mandatory one, and the firing cluster arrow is the secondary bonus that you can craft and hope you get the one that you want. Okay, so I kind of understand it now. Let me change this one to Crucible Extract. Oh, I have not. Okay.
Did you forget to eat again?
No. In fact, I decided to get the day's eating out of the way all at once. I kept at it until I couldn't take another bite.
Oh, it sounds like you ate too much then.
Being a mortal is very complicated.
Okay, let me do bounty. Wait a minute. Oh, it's the quiver that that gives 3 fan. of knives. That's the one that I need to find. I might be able to increase my torment level so I can get more materials. But right now, let me just quickly do a bounty. Yeah, I can definitely increase my torment level. I am way too strong for this torment level. But that also gives me... God dang it. It also gives me faster mission completion. So it is just...
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say,
missions that I need to do.
this place is a backwater
Like, it's
filled
not
with serfs
really...
and an ancient broken-down monastery.
It is important, but it is not
I cannot fathom why Lazarus
mandatory
was so
for me to do
intent
bounties
on
right
this
now.
becoming our new seat of
I
power.
just need to get the materials so I can extract uniques.
Feel my wrath. Not enough hatred.
Also, one of the things that I've noticed as well is how fast Paragon level increases so
I need
fast.
more hatred to do that.
I did want one of the portals that are sanctified, I believe it was. I rose up to,
Enough hatred.
I think it was 175 from one portal. I was at level 50 something and we did one portal, and then I was level 70, and on top of that my Paragon went
My hatred is too
175 level. Like, it is fast.
Feel my wrath. Not enough hatred. My hatred is too low.
Like, the leveling seems to have increased exponentially,
Revenge.
though gearing as well. The reason I'm saying gearing it is sanctified. No. Ancient gear seems to be dropped as a normal item, which are making everything so fast. Because ancient items are really already all OP items.
My land and my king. No man has a greater
her love
making
for his
it an
king now I had
easy
gone,
accessible.
even as I drove my blade through his
It's
dark and corrupted heart.
That was just a taste.
it's so fast. Though I think it the reason I got ancient items was I was in higher tier Creative Rift. Maybe that's the reason.
Sweet revenge. I need more hatred to do that.
Now, last time I played the game, I would say it is over a year ago, around the time where Diablo 1 remake was happening, like before that,
Not enough hatred.
because at the time, I did play quite a lot of Diablo 3 when the remake came out, but the Diablo Immortal came out. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with Blizzard games. But seeing how Diablo 4 is, I am not entirely sure if I want to buy it or not, knowing the history with Blizzard games and how they maintain them and how poorly they are in the first couple of weeks. It's gonna be lackluster, lacking, unable to play, everything that comes along with Blizzard games.
The world is safer now for your efforts. Take this. You have finished all the bounties here, but
Now, my biggest concern with Diablo 4 is the monetization of it. The reason is with Diablo 3, when it started out, they added real life money to auction housing. And seeing how Diablo Immortal have been managed, how heavily monetized it was, even though, yes, it is a phone game and a lot of phone games are doing that way, but still, still does not justify how monetized it was. Like, people were spending thousands and thousands of dollars and not even able to do anything, like not able to play against
Hatred to do that.
PvP or I don't know what they were doing. But yeah, that's the mainly one that I have popped up with YouTube video that's saying I spent this amount of money, but I'm not able to play with other people at my level because I am way too high level and no one is
Not ready yet.
playing at that level. Basically become excluded. of their own creed, if you may call it. Because they became too high geared, the fact that they are not able to play with others, and
My wrath.
their system is based off gearing, if I recall it correctly, and knowing Diablo 4 is gonna be open world-ish,
Feel my wrath.
I'm kind of fearing that it is gonna become that similar situation.
Do you want more?
And you may be wondering why I'm thinking that because they probably have learned from their mistakes. No. Blizzard never learns, and for years and years and years, the players have been saying, do this instead of that, and Blizzard never listened until basically their game is basically dying and it almost dead, and saying, okay, we're listening now. Because that's how Blizzard works.
Bleed, you filth. I need more hatred to do that.
But at that time, when the change is happening, it is already too late. The damage is already done.
I am returning to town.
Now, with Diablo 4, I'm kind of hoping it will be in a sense of,
Shall we head out?
how do you call it? I would hope that Diablo 4 wouldn't be so heavily monetized as Diablo Immortal was. And from what I have seen in comments, and people suspect that Diablo Immortal was a playtest for Diablo 4, how heavily you can monetize the Diablo 4 before people are saying, no, we don't want that anymore. That's basically a lot of people have suspecting from comments, and I'm kind of agree with that in some part of it.
I don't skulk through caves. You're on your own.
And Diablo 4 does look good with open world-ish like Diablo Immortal, but yeah, I don't know. Time will tell once Diablo 4 comes out how much of it is monetized and paywalled. Like Greater Rift, the loot itself was basically paywalled in Diablo Immortal, and I did not like that aspect of it. That's not what Diablo is. Oh, you want that loot? Randomized loot? You gotta pay. No, I don't like it. I do not like it one bit.
My hatred is too low.
But the thing is, Blizzard don't really care what players want from get-go. And it had been known for quite a long time how they do it with their merchandise or whatever you call it. And I do not see any improvement that is going to be happening in that area anytime soon. Like, even though, let's say the company literally burns down and falls down and it is bankrupt or whatever, even then they wouldn't even never listen to their player base unless they are being forced to it. That's how I see it. But we will see how once the game came out. Oh, scoundrel.
I have heard troubling news. Another cult has emerged. Its members gather to the north. They conduct their rituals with no end to the number of rituals these cultists will use to twist mortal flesh. Some call the process ascension, a lie that no doubt buys them obedience. But mark my words, these abominations have not ascended. They will go suffer
Not enough hatred.
until they meet their final death.
Your fear betrays you.
Like my hope for the game is at least he captured the Diablo essence. But I'm kind of doubtful. The reason is after seeing how Pride and how to call it? It looks too bright. Like it's not gloomy enough. From what I have seen.
Feel my wrath.
Like that's what Diablo franchise is about. The gloomy dark world, the gloomy aesthetic of it, and the darkness taking over. Like that's what the game is about. And
Awaits you.
when the game is so bright and what do you call? How can you call it? It's not brightness. Like it's too cherry. There we go. It's too non-depressing. There we go. Like the aesthetic of it, the what do you call it? Not cosmetic. The aesthetic and the looks of it, and that is supposed to be dark because everything that have captured, as you can see, monsters are around here. They have claimed that area, and they have modified the area how to be looked. Yes, it's gonna be gloomy, depressing. It's gonna be dark, a bunch of death, blood. I didn't get that feeling with the video that they have showed. Like it was an open world, yes, we jumping around here and there, but I did not get the gloomy, depressing part of it, and that's what I'm kinda worried about. That it wouldn't be Diablo-esque feeling. Yes, they did that with the trailers. You get the feeling of it. With the what's her name? Lillian or Lily, whatever her name is, when she resurrected, she got the darkness and gloomy and depression and everything else. It was perfect. And the second trailer with the angel with their army came down to hell, took chasing after her. Okay. You kinda get that feeling as well. But when what they showed with the game, I'm not too sure. That's my biggest concern. Like when I'm thinking Diablo franchise, it is Diablo 1, of course, because that is what I grew up with. That is what the knowledge I have of that world. And that world is not a good place. Like the Diablo world, that I mean, no matter how much one of the Diablo lords have been taken down and how much they have been away from the world, that world is not going to be improving since monsters are roaming about constantly. Yes, they are spawning more monsters when the lords are in the open world, but there are still some of them roaming about even when their leaders are gone. So that world is very dark and very survival of the fittest-ish.
I am returning to town.
Your deeds should be Rebastion's key.
Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Feel my wrath.
Yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is I think I might have to see other people play it before I'm buying it. That would be my best choice. Oh. Yeah. Wait a minute. Also, mainly reason is there are quite a bit of games that are coming out very soon.
Bleed, you filth! Be interesting.
And I'm not entirely sure which one it is that I want to play, and there are some of them that have been watching in a long time and waiting for it to come out, and I just know that they are coming out this year, but I do not know when, so I kind of have to save up my money. And
I need more hatred to do that. Bleed, you filth! Darkness awaits you!
like I was happy the fact that the remade Diablo 1, so it is a bit more accessible for everyone else. Since the first one, the programming of it was not really optimized for new PCs, where, if I recall, it was very pixelated, very much. Like, I did stream it way back then, before Diablo 1 remake came out, with my friend, and I remember how pixelated it was, and it wasn't...
I wish I had been here in time.
how do you call it? Appealing to many. But the fact that you have remade it and it is the same as aesthetic as Diablo 1, but improved, I would say. I liked it. There are moments where I thought, should I return? But knowing how much of it is limited compared to the other games, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother returning.
Awaits you! My hatred is too low. Bleed, you filth!
Like, I did like the magic build, magic find builds.
Your fear
I
betrays
think
you.
that was one of the ones that I got, and a friend of mine, she has been playing the game quite a lot. Like, the first one, and she was part in a community where you can collect points, if you sell items among each other, and with those points you can buy other gears. Basically, those points are the currencies. It is an old community,
Just a taste.
and I think near end where we played Diablo 1 remake, she did buy me a... oh, what is it called? It's one of the endgame helmets. I'm like, how did you get it? And she was like, "Oh yeah, do you remember the when we played Diablo 1 original? I was in a community where you can buy and sell." Yeah. Uh, apparently you can use those points in Diablo Remake as well. I'm like, wow, okay. That's convenient, that's rather good, that the fact that you were able to. So basically, in Diablo 4, I'm kinda also hoping that they have improved player-to-player trading. So it is not left to be opened by that kind of system where you have to be in a different how do you call it homepage and make a new community that is basically saying, oh, we can be selling items here, where you kind of have to. It's similar to the that shooter game about in oh, what is it called? I played that before. Destiny. There we go. Destiny was so bad in that aspect of grouping up. Like you have to go to their homepage and look for people there instead of you are looking for people to group up with in game. That's not how it's supposed to be. This is 1990s. This is 2023. Get a grip. Jesus. If you are able to play multiplayer part is supposed to be easiest part with one button, and then you are in a specific dungeon search. That's, or not one button, more like one window within the game. Like Destiny basically says, yeah, we're gonna make it very hard for you to play with others, and basically saying, yeah, you're not worth our time, but you gonna be spending your time on us instead. It's like basically saying, giving you a finger right up in your face. Like, that's not how you're supposed to do. I would say Warframe. Warframe had the current situation as it is with multiplayer. It is good. That's how you're supposed to do. Like, jump in and out where if you want to play with others, basically, and you don't have to actively. Well, if you want to farm specific items, yes, you have to actively search for other people that have the same, let's say, relic. But as a normal missions and daily missions, you just drop in and out and then do it together, and with no need to talk with each other. We help each other completing the daily mission without talking. Yes, there are some people that want to talk, but when the missions take at least 2 minutes to complete, there really isn't a need for you to talk with other people unless you are gonna be farming for more than 30 minutes, and you, of course, you have to talk. Well, not of course, but it's somewhat politer for you to talk with others.
Bleed, you filth! I am returning to town.
Well done. Here is go to Westmark.
I just remembered something while I was thinking of what to say with that aspect of other people you talking to other people. There's a huge problem as well in Diablo Immortal with the social aspect of it and actual gameplay of daily missions or the current missions. That was a huge problem when I played. People are gonna be in different level of progression, right? That is understandable. But there are gonna be a lot of moments where you are by yourself with that progression, meaning you are not able to complete that event that if you are struggling, you are not able to complete it at all unless someone joins, and you have to wait for others to catch up to that moment, and that can take days depending on how popular that is, the event or the area. Like in Diablo Immortal, I was searching constantly, actively.
Overburdened.
I want to do the event, and no one was accepting it because you were focusing on. A lot of people were not in that level, and no one was responding. Basically. And that's the part I'm kind of worried about with Diablo 4. Is it gonna be the same thing? With the events, how they are gonna be progressed. Like, if it is the same, basically the same thing, then yeah, Diablo 4 is not gonna be making it in long run. It has to change if it is the same as Diablo Immortal. It has to. If it not, then it basically fails after a few weeks or months or whatever, because people are not gonna be in those the same activities. In the long run, or whatever you call it. Let's say you played 6 months, someone and the game have lost a lot of players, and you are in a specific area where barely no one is playing, and you're stuck there. You have no one to turn to. Even if you ask help, They can't do it because they are not into that zoning. That's the thing with Diablo Immortal was with low level progression zoning. So you basically stuck no matter what you do. So, in a way, even though I do not like it, the fact that they are basically reusing the method, in a way, I'm kind of hoping the events are based off like what is called World of Warcraft daily quest, where everyone just hopping in and out and then it is done. Not as in Diablo Immortal, where it is a zone-based activity, like a zone progression activity. That would limit you so much. It was very limiting, that type of system. So Diablo 4 have to have a open activities when it is advertising. Oh, there is a world bosses and that kind of stuff. But if you, yeah, that's one of my biggest concerns. And how can you call it? Demands, I'm guessing. How to term it. But knowing Blizzard, yeah. You're gonna fuck it up, I know it. Like, they keep saying, oh, we have made this research and this seems to be the best outcome of it. And it never is. It's the basically glancing over the fact that how they have done the event. And they think, oh, this is how you do it. No, it's not. Majority of the time, they say, oh, we have the best researchers, we have the best information and everything.
And you have come to claim my fortune.
No, every okay, what you can confirm what I said is every expansion with World of Warcraft, what they have said is we have made this research and that the best outcome of people want is this and this and this. And when the game comes out, this expansion comes out, at least 25% of player base leaves because no, that is not what people want. And on top of that, I'm not entirely sure player base how it is with the Diablo 1 remake as of now. People were happy the fact that they did remake the game, but I'm not entirely sure the new system they have implemented or new gear that they have added, comparing to the original Diablo 1. How they felt about it. I do remember my friend who was very Diablo 1 a fan. She did not like the new changes that were added. Now, with classic World of Warcraft, let's say that for me personally, if you want to add new systems and implement them, then what is the point of classic if you are not trying to have the game as the previous state? Like, yes, there are some huge problems that could be improved, but let's say with PvP, the point with PvP in Classic was you belong to a faction, and that faction you will protect and serve. And that is your clan, that is your everything, and with Classic, PvP is implemented the way is, if there are not enough people on the other side, they are gonna be using the people from your faction, basically giving them a, let's say, what was it, Halloween mask of oh, this is an alliance. No, I don't want to be in alliance spawn. I want to be in horde spawn and PvP from there. But I am being forced to play on the alliance. That's the part I don't like with the classic WoW. Especially when I was in PvP a lot in classic WoW, and the fact that they are forcing me to play like that. I'm like, yeah, this is not classic, that the way I know it, the way I felt about it. So I'm not gonna play it. I stopped playing, I think at level 56 once I reached, and I was like, yeah, I had enough. This is bullshit. And I gave it another try at, what was it? The Burning Crusade, I think. We leveled a bit, at least to 20, I think. But my friend stopped playing. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna play anymore. Mainly reason was my friend wanted to play, but she was not playing, she was working quite a lot at that time. She is still working quite a lot, but there are time periods where she has time to play other games and we're having fun and everything, but as it is at the time, we didn't have that opportunity. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna play with my play alone, and I'm knowing the PvP is like that. While goofing off in World of Warcraft Classic, the best area that I normally goof off in is PvP. Like just having fun killing the other faction. But the fact that they are forcing you to become alliance, I'm not gonna bother with it, because I have no reason to stay there anymore. If you are not locked to think and feel that you are a one faction fighting another faction, that they are giving you a, how can you call it, placebo effect. That's not good feeling. Like basically saying, yeah, you are not clever enough. No, not clever enough. How can you call it? What the heck is this music? What the hell? It was so relaxing. I thought this is... What the heck? I thought it was Diablo. What the heck? And... There it is again. Is that new? I don't remember it. I heard that before.
That was just a taste. Do you want more?
Like, also one of the biggest things with World of Warcraft, current World of Warcraft, is a lot of Westerners think, oh, this game is for me, designed for me. It is, I am the player base, and I am the current player base that they are focusing to create the game for. No. If you fail to notice the fact that in early 2000s, a lot of Asian games have a specific type of camera view, and they play style is, that's how the current Diablo is. In early 2000s, feel of camera view and play content, meaning their main focus are the Asians, not the Westerners. So you are not the player base that they are focusing to trying to make the game for, and you see the fact that how much of it the game have been censored throughout the years, and what you're getting is just an idea of what it was in classic, like way back then. Way back then it was for basically everyone, but once they saw the income from each country, they have been adding World of Warcraft and seeing how much they're earning. Asia have been their main goal of how to improve the game towards to their liking. Now you may be wondering what I mean is, a lot of the game was edited in expansions, like for example from Shadowlands to Pandaria. As you can see, they were focusing towards the Asian population, and people were like, yeah, we don't like the fact that the Westerners didn't like the fact that how heavily Asian aesthetic it was, and they cried over it, and they were like, oh, wait. Okay. Let's find out a time travel mechanic. We go back to before World of Warcraft 1. So you can get the feeling back, right? But slowly and surely returning towards the Asian aesthetic again. So basically their main focus has been China, I'm guessing. That is the main source of income from what I have heard and seen. Or read, more like it. So also one of the biggest reasons why I do not play World of Warcraft anymore is I do not like the fact that how blind the current player base is. No matter how much you try to explain it, they are not even close to that conclusion and think, no, I'm the player base, I'm the reason why they playing, they creating the game for. And no, you are not the reason. And once the expansion comes out, you start crying, but I do not like this mechanic. Why are they doing it? Why won't they listen? And yet you fail to notice you are not the focus of player base. Even though it's right in front of you.
Don't forget, luck always changes.
Small goals. I won't judge.
Oh, come on. At least give me another set.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
We cannot afford that.
Wait, did I complete it? No, I'm missing one area.
The angel spirit is free now. May he be at peace. Darkness awaits you! That thing must
A lot of people are playing World of Warcraft just for the daily activities. Yeah, I can understand that. But there are well, way too many delusional people that are playing the game thinking, oh, this is made for me, no one else. It's basically like, how can you call it? Abusive relationship? Oh, they're gonna listen to me next expansion. Oh, they're gonna do that. Next expansion. Oh, the next expansion. Just next expansion.
Council is comprised of the 5 archangels who hold dominion over the high heaven. They determine the laws by which all angels must abide. Each of them embodies a pure aspect of creation. Valor, justice,
Now,
faith, and wisdom.
there is another game that I have been very much looking forward to. Oh, what is it called? Let me look it up. Arc Raiders. When is it coming out? Oh yeah, it is on Steam. Let me see if there's a new, if they have added a date. I'm still just saying coming soon. There's no system requirement still, so I'm guessing it is far from completion. There's no concrete release date for Arc Raiders right now, but the developers in Park Studios have revealed that the game will arrive sometime in 2023. It was originally stated in 2022, but it was delayed back in August to allow the team more time to expand the experience and allow it to reach its fullest potential. So it should be this year the game would release. And that's the game I have been very excited about. Like I'm getting the feeling of Generation Zero meets I don't know. Oh, what it's called? They no, not that. There's another game just got re-released. Not re-released. That was on sale. The Ubisoft game. What it's called? Ubisoft. The Division, there we go. That's the feeling I get when I see the trailer. It is somewhat Generation Zero world where you fight against monsters, but it is a loot shooting game like either Battlefield from Star Wars Battlefront, there we go. Or that is mixed with the Division. That's the feeling I get. And every game that it has similarities to, are those games I really love. Like I really love Battlefront 2 especially, and Generation Zero. I did play it with my friend, and we never completed it. She did invite me to play with it, but at the time I did not have the money for buying the DLCs, and on top of that, if I recall, the Generation Zero had a huge issue where the more you kill, or the more you progress with the story, and the more you kill, the game would lag so much to the point it is unplayable. And you have to restart the game, reboot into a new... Even though, no, that was the issue. Even rebooting, it wouldn't fix because the loot was still on the ground. Meaning, no matter what you do, the lag is gonna be staying there. But that was the biggest issue with Generation Zero I had with it. I think with the Division was really good. The first one was, it was very good with aesthetics, with the snowstorm and everything, the snow, where you get blinded, but you can barely see what's in front of you. That was very good. It was very good in that aspect of it, but everything else was lag, and the bosses were not bosses, enemies, rare, unique opponents were basically super tanks that you are not able to kill instantly. You have to spend 30 minutes to kill one person. That's not fun. But that, I'm just hoping it would be very good. Arc Raiders. Though I did read that the Generation Zero have made an update to regard of the loot will despawn after a while now. But I might actually ask my friend to return. Return to the game, so we can actually complete it. Like, I did have fun playing it. It was good story. It was entertaining. But there are some aspects of it, of course, it doesn't make sense. Like, where are the adults? Where are the other children? If we are how are we the only humans, the entire island that are left? So there's a huge part that is still missing. I have not completed. That I have yet to uncover. I mean,
Your fear betrays you.
like the gunplay, the gunplay and the fighting was fun. But the downside I remember was traveling. It was pretty much annoying. But from what I have seen, they have added new ways of traveling as well, which I think, I'm not sure if it is on the base game or if it's a DLC. It's one of those things that I have to investigate.
Small goals. I won't judge.
Okay, so I should be able to do 50. Let's try 55.
Brave the rifts, and you will be well rewarded.
I'm still waiting. I'm injured.
Actually, I'm not able to do 55. So 45. I'm guessing I was too confident, seeing how fast I was killing. So I'm still missing a couple of gear sets before I am able to do a higher level gear rifts.
Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
That thing must die.
I need more discipline. I am too low on discipline.
I must heal.
Not enough this time.
It's doable.
That was just a taste.
There's another game that is releasing in 2 days, I think. What day is it today? If I remember, it is Tuesday today. But Wednesday today. Thursday. Tomorrow or in 2 days. There's a new MMO,
More hatred to do that.
open PvP. I'm guessing that is getting released. It is where you play as a knight It kind of looks goofy, like it does look fun to play, but I have to try it out. It is on Steam. I'm not sure if it's anywhere else.
How satisfying.
I saw a trailer of it. I thought it was showing you besieging a castle,
Not enough.
and it looks fun. Like it's like a goofy, fun take of that world.
Feel my wrath.
Need more time. I need more hatred to do that.
Bleed, you filth. Darkness awaits you.
Not enough hatred. Not ready yet. Need more time.
I'm injured.
My hatred is too low.
Your fear betrays you. Darkness awaits you.
Not enough hatred. Not ready yet.
After this Greater Rift, I'm kind of wanting to look up the game, what it's called.
Bleed. I'm injured.
So I have better views of when it is releasing, since I am gonna be playing it for a bit, and if it's fun, I'm gonna be streaming it until I don't like it anymore, basically. Or new games are releasing, because I do need to find a game that I can play until some specific games that are gonna be released this year. And I keep getting tired of keep playing Path of Exile. Also, which is the reason why I'm switching over to Diablo 3. I'm tired of playing the Path of Exile this season. I think I'm quitting this season now. I'm not entirely sure though. Maybe it's just exhaustion.
I once served the ancient Nephilim. When the champions of ages past had proven themselves, I would attempt to improve the clarity of one of their gems. If you have a gem of sufficient quality, I can try to do this for you as well. You have a gem?
Ancients would be proud.
Hello. Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it back? That will look nice on you. See you soon. What a steal. I cannot afford that.
Have you spoken to Auric?
Not yet. Does one say to an ancient Nephilim ghost?
I suppose you start with hello.
Okay, give me a moment. Let me check my history. Warlander, there we go. Oh, he seems to have changed the date. I think. I thought it was this Tuesday. Oh, no, 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 no. It is next week, Tuesday. Okay. Anyway, I think this should be enough for today. I'm getting tired. I do need to eat, and thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Be safe. Wash your hands off.